explosiveness. You want to do it as fast as you can. You want to train your neurology to be fast and explosive, because that's what's going to build strength, speed and power you're looking for, all right? So fast, explosive, low reps, heavy weight, more sets. That's how you train for strength, okay? 3 minutes rest in between. If you're training for hypertrophy, muscle growth, if that's your main thing, then it's more important time under tension. So going slow on the way down, even going slow on the way up. You won't be able to lift that much weight because of it, but because your muscles are under so much strain for a long period of time, it's causing a lot of muscle breakdown, it's causing a lot of damage in the muscles. And it's that damage that then gets repaired and grows into more muscle. It builds muscle to repair. When you're doing strength training, yeah, you're damaging your muscles a bit, but you're mainly training your nervous system to be fast, explosive, and to be able to deal with it. When you're doing training for muscle size, you rest between sets, like 1 minute to 90 seconds. Rest between sets, okay? And maybe you'll do 1 set to failure, or maybe you'll do up to maybe 3 or 4 sets.
Interesting. So
to failure.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
It's more what old school bodybuilders, they do a lot of sets, right? And actually more new school bodybuilding is actually just 1 or 2 high intensity sets where they go extremely slow. Because it's the time under tension that really counts, so going extremely slow. Tim Ferriss in 4 Hour Body, he actually talks about Occam's, it's called Occam's principle, and that's, you're doing a lift. Dorian Yates used to do this. He'd do like a 5-second row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold for a second, or even 5, and then 5 seconds lowering. And then just do 1 set until it drops, so I couldn't do anymore.
Gotcha.
You'll get a lot of muscle growth from that. When it comes to muscle growth, it's not the amount of sets you necessarily do, it's the amount of damage you cause to the muscles in that workout session.
Gotcha. So now you're like sort of recovering from or repairing.
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense. Let me think of other questions.
Yes, sure. Well, where are you at right now? Where would you say you're at? Where are you at compared to where you want to be right now?
I would say, I don't know, I haven't really, that's the other thing I should mention. You still rolling right now?
Yep.
You're rolling? One other thing, I don't know, you can cut this in or whatever. One other thing I'd mention with the whole thing that I did is I actually measured it. I didn't specifically set out to measure it, but what I did is I put a post on RSD Nation on a forum, and I said I'm doing this challenge. So once I put that out there, I had to do it as a public thing.
Accountability,
So that plus the measurement, because I'm very competitive. So when I do another workout later, number one, I kind of know where to start. I know what my numbers were, so I knew how to get the most intensity out of the next workout. But also, if I compared, I could try and beat my previous workout. So that really kept me moving as well. So that was good.
I think knowing yourself is extremely important.
Yeah.
Like you know you're competitive, so you use that to your advantage.
For sure.
Know yourself and use your own, use your own drives to get to what you want. You know, I was telling my friends the other day, if you want to push harder in the gym, easy way to push harder in the gym, if you've got a home gym or wherever, I just have like pictures of hot women in bikinis all over.
That's why I'm doing this.
Yeah, but it works. Like you push harder. If you're in a gym and a hot chick walks by or something, you do lift. You are like working harder. And if even just having that around you in that environment, it gets you going. It like pushes you more. I think it's just a primal masculine thing. Just a little bonus tip.
I actually have a couple questions for you. What is your best tip for increasing flexibility? Because I know, like, I was an athlete for a long time. I used to get injured all the time. And even in the gym, I'm like a little bit worried sometimes, like injuries and that kind of stuff, because they put you out of the gym. So flexibility, I think, is huge. What do you do for that? That's
a great question. So what I used to do, and it works extremely well, was between every set, I just stretch my muscles. I did a set of chest or whatever, I just stretch my chest. Now what we found is that stretching the muscle that you're working actually reduces the strength in it. But it's not a big deal. I think it's worth stretching and losing a bit of strength and keeping yourself flexible. Or in between your sets, you can stretch muscles that you're not working. So using that in between set time effectively to stretch is really big. For me, I actually, if I don't do it then, which I haven't done for a few years, and I should, because when I did it was great. If I don't do it then, I don't really like stretching. I find it hard to motivate myself to stretch.
Definitely.
So
You don't like visibly see the gain, right? So,
right.
You don't feel like tired from this. You don't feel like you did something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the best